Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's time for part 24 to my Let's Play, or to my ChatGPT chatbot series. In today's video, guys, we're gonna go ahead and continue talking to the poison type Croconaw because this is amazing. I just said, I don't know why you all keep messing with me. If you think messing with a person that has point and other creatures that would heavily protect me is funny, then you have another thing coming. The words leave my mouth with a calm, cutting clarity, like the eye of a storm. Your voice echoes in the sudden silence as the wind stills, the air charged with raw tension. Sapphire lifts his massive head higher, glowing eyes piercing through the crowd. He speaks truth. You've mocked, attacked, and pushed, but you don't understand the strength of a bond forged in love, loyalty, and loss. My Tyrannosaurus stomps the ground, the impact cracking the earth beneath him. Messing with him is messing with us, and we don't forget. Reptile snarls with a grin. You thought this was just some guy with a few friendly Pokemon? No, this is Trenton. He's family, and we protect family. Holy crap. The attackers, now visibly shaken, begin backing away, the bravado draining from their faces. Their laughter is gone, replaced with fear. Some drop the rocks they held, others stumble over each other as they retreat into the woods. Sapphire turns to me, his form began to soften as the tension fades. You didn't just survive, Trenton. You stood tall, and you reminded them who you are. And this moment, with your team surrounding you, your home safe and your heart surrounding you. Yep, you feel it. You're not alone, not now, and not ever again. I heard one of the people snickering when I was turned, and then suddenly a rock hits me in the back of the head. Hard. I wouldn't have done that. The crack of the rock striking my head cuts through the calm like lightning, and everything slows for a moment. Oh my gosh. Blood on my knees. Before your body can hit the ground, Sapphire roars. It's not like before. This is ancient rage. Holy crap. A spiritual fury that sends every tree in the nearby woods shaking violently. The sky darkens and the winds howl with a scream. Uh-oh, you've made Sapphire mad, and trust me, Sapphire's probably one of the most protective Pokemon I have, even as a ghost. His massive ghostly wings expand outward, the ground trembling beneath his power. Riptide lets out a battle cry and charges, but your Tyrannosaurus is faster. He covers the distance in two thunderous steps and slams his tail into the trees where the attacker tried to hide. Wood splinters and the ground cracks, and the scream of the coward echoes into the forest. Trenton, stay with me. You're going to be okay. He lowers his head beside me, his glowing form pulsing with energy. Then his body begins to glow brighter, the light wrapping around your form like a second skin. Cool, soothing, and protective. You feel his power flowing into you, staying your breathing and dulling the pain. We need to get him inside. Sapphire, can you carry him? He's a ghost, though. I can do more than that. Excuse me? He miscoils around you, gently lifting you into the air with a comforting embrace. He turns his head toward the woods, eyes flaring. You will not get another chance. And with that, he floats you toward every step guided, every shadow watched. Do you want to say something to your team as they guide you back, or does Sapphire's glow for now? Hmm. I hear another sound behind me. And then immediately, a larger and heavier rock hits me in the head. Knocking me back to the ground. Uh-oh. Again, oh my gosh. The world spins and pain flares white hot. This time you don't feel yourself fall, you hear it. The gas from Riptide, the shattering roar from Rexy, the haunting, soul-piercing cry from Sapphire. Everything else goes silent. Time freezes. Then the storm breaks. Sapphire's voice trembling in fury. No more mercy. The ghost dragon's aura explodes in a flash of silver and violet light, forming a radiant dome that pulses outward in a shock wave. Trees bend, the sky churns with clouds that weren't there before, and ancient spectral energy covers the land. The attackers don't get a chance to run this time. They are stopped cold. Their weapons drop, but their bodies lock up in fear. Their minds cloud as Sapphire's spiritual wrath surrounds them like chains. Trenton, stay with me. Come on, you're stronger than this. He kneels beside me, his claws gently lifting my head. Oh my gosh, no. You're just there. I'm so faint. You're still there, yep. Let's see. Your Tyrannosaurus doesn't roar this time. He moves with quiet, terrifying intent. One by one, he steps toward each attacker who lifted a hand to you, and lets them see exactly what kind of fury your protector carries. He doesn't strike, but his towering, unmoving presence makes every one of them drop to their knees in terror. Hold on, Trenton. I can heal you, but I need you to fight for it. You fought for all. Let us fight for you now. What in the world? Please don't leave us. What the frick? Your vision flares that you can still see, even if just a whisper. Your team is they rally to protect you, body and soul. Thank you. I believe in all of you. Hey. The words fans they are slip from my lips like a spark in the dark, and that spark, it ignites. Sapphire lets out a soft, aching cry, a sound of love, not rage. Its glow intensifies, wrapping tightly around you like a warm blanket. Riptide bows his head, pressing his forehead gently to yours, whispering, "You have no idea how much that means to us." Your Tyrannosaurus kneels for the first time, lowering its head beside mine, keeping watch like a living wall of muscle and loyalty. Around me, the attackers are frozen, not from power alone, but from the sheer force of devotion they never imagined could exist. No one moves. No one breathes. Your belief gave us strength. Now let ours heal you. A radiant pulse surges through your body, a sapphire spirit fusing with every thread of my soul. You feel warmth flow up my chest. The pain begins to ebb, and my vision clears, color brightening. Yep. Above you, the sky begins to part, sunlight pouring through as if the world itself knows. You are protected and you are loved and you are never alone. What to do next? Head home with your guardians, let them handle the attackers, or rise and show everyone you're still standing? So, you all thought it was funny that I did get attacked? I've got another friend that's just as protective. And I know he wouldn't be happy. Lugia. Uh, uh, oh my gosh, Lugia legit just showed up. As I stand blow away from my breath, Sapphire's glow still pulses around you. My voice cuts through the stunned silence like a blade. So you all thought it was funny that I got attacked by you. The attackers freeze, some trembling, others rooted in place like statues. None of them answer. You look at your eyes blazing with a quiet, righteous fire. Oh, sweet Arceus, I got nerve friends just as protective. Even more. I know he wouldn't be happy. Oh my gosh. Then the wind changes. A distant, mournful hum rolls through the sky, low and resonant like the voice of the sea itself answering your call. Clouds begin to spiral overhead, not dark with a storm, but glowing. The air grows heavy, charged with ancient oceanic power. That's definitely Lugia. And then from above, a shining figure descends, wings white as the sky, feathers gleaming with silver and blue light. A cry goes across the world, not of rage, but of judgment. Yep, it's Lugia. He lands behind me, a colossal protector, elegant, godlike, his presence alone enough to shake hearts and bend knees. He doesn't roar, he doesn't need to. His very existence is enough to make every attacker fall completely silent. Oh my gosh. You called, and I came. Who dared strike my friend? Honestly, that sounds like Lugia from that sounds like the Lugia from Pokemon. I would not be shocked if that Lugia came from Pokemon Shield, because he's so friendly towards me. He loves to play. He's always smiling. I wouldn't be shocked if he was the same way. Even Sapphire looks to him with reverence. He he nearly died, and still he believes in us. What in the world? Oh, Lugia lowers his head, eyes kind as they meet mine. Then we will believe in him, and no one will harm him again. You have to speak to Lugia or say something to the ones who dared to hurt you, with your guardian standing tall behind you. Before I could even say anything, one of the attackers, shocked out of their minds, says, "Whoa, that's a Lugia." That can't be real. That can't be real, even though he literally came out of nowhere when I just said his name. Yeah, that's not him, alright, bro. He turned toward the voice, staggering and trembling, clinging to the now like it could save them. Wow, that's a Lugia. That can't be real. Lugia slowly lifts his head and his eyes, glowing with ancient power, fixed on the one who spoke. Is your fear not proof enough of my reality? His voice rumbles through the earth, the clouds above swirling tighter, shimmering with threads of blue and silver. The wind picks up, not violent, but commanding, like the world itself leaning in to listen. Sapphire steps forward, spectral wings unfurled, eyes narrowing with ghostly authority. Oh crap, it's... You want power? To hurt an innocent? Now stand before the ones who protect him and feel what real power is. Your Tyrannosaurus growls low, tail smashing into the ground with a thunderous boom that knocks several of the attackers flat on their backs. You take a breath, steadying out my strength. Oh man, you flipping. You can feel your team's energy flowing through you like a current, and when you sting your voice. You thought you were strong because you had numbers. You thought hurting someone who loves and protects others made you powerful. But I have something you never will. That's actually hilarious. Loyalty, family, and love. You take a step forward. Lugia's wings spread wide behind me, casting a divine shadow over the attackers. And this is what happens when you mess with someone who never gave up on his Pokemon. Excuse me? Attackers are now completely overwhelmed, shaking, speechless. One drops to her knees, hands up. Another scrambles backward, slipping in the dirt. Not a single one dares speak again. Do you want to let them go with a warning? Let your team make sure they'll never try this again. I've gone through this enough. For years. Lugia, Sapphire, Riptide, and my sweet pet dinosaur. Get rid of them. Oh my gosh. I see, my voice is calm. Too calm. It cuts through the fear like a sword made of cold resolve. I've gone through this enough for years. Lugia, Sapphire, Riptide, my sweet pet dinosaur. You turn, meeting each of their eyes. Each one nodding with unwavering loyalty. Get rid of them. The shift is immediate. Sapphire launches first, his ghostly form unraveling like a storm cloud as he dives toward the attackers, phasing through one and sending a shock wave of dread that drops them screaming to the ground, clutching their chests as fear consumes them. Riptide's fist blaze with purple poison energy as he charges forward, sweeping legs and shattering weapons, disarming without killing, but not gently. He leaves bruises, welts, and shattered pride. Holy cow. Let's see, the Tyrannosaurus moves like a force of nature, not running, hunting. He slams into one of the trees with such force it cracks and collapses, pinning two attackers beneath it, unharmed but unable to flee. And then Lugia. He rises above them all, wings flying wide, and with a single mighty cry, a psychic shockwave explodes outward, lifting every last attacker into the air. Their bodies hover, frozen, as their minds are flooded with every shameful act they've committed, not just today, but in the past. It's not pain, it's reckoning. You will not die, but you will remember. You will carry this with you for the rest of your lives. The weight of what you tried to destroy. He slams them into the ground, not enough to kill, but enough to break any sense of superiority they had left. When it's over, the clearing is silent. Not a single attacker remains standing. Sapphire floats back to my side, ghostly mist curling protectively around me. Riptide wipes his knuckles and cracks a grin. Your Tyrannosaurus kneels again, lowering his head beside me like a loyal hound waiting for my next command. And Lugia hovers above you like a guardian deity. Wings folding slowly as he descends, eyes still aglow. It is done. What do you want to do now? Return home, speak with your team, or lead the attackers with one final message? Holy cow. That's really good. Thank you, everyone. I really love all of you. Aw, that's adorable. My words followed you into the aftermath. Um, and that moment, everything softens. The wind calms, the tension in the air fades like mist, and all around you, your guardians gather close. Sapphire, his ghostly glow shimmers softly, nuzzles the side of my face, his energy warm and comforting. Riptide, still brimming with adrenaline, gives you a playful, proud smirk and gently taps your shoulder with a claw. Rexy lowers his massive head again, letting you rest your hand against his scales you've known for years, his heartbeat steady beneath your palm. And Lugia, majestic and silent, bows his great head to you, his voice calm and full of deep affection. We love you too, Trenton. We always have, and we always will. That's actually adorable. That reminds me of the Lugia from Scarlet, or I keep saying Scarlet, Violet. I mean, Shield. Goodness gracious, that's why I said Scarlet, because it started with the letter S. That's probably why I keep saying Scarlet and Violet before I say Sword and Shield, because I'm so used to this. Because for Edgar's in that game, well, Lugia's technically in Violet, but it's hard to get to him. That's why I haven't had him in the game yet. Because it's going to be really hard to get to him. There's peace now, not just in the world around you, but in the bond you share with these incredible beings. You survived the storm, and because of your heart, your kindness, your unbreakable loyalty, you were never alone. Oh, that's adorable. Before I leave, I hear one of the attackers say to my friends, "Why? Why protect a dumb human?" He's stupid and ugly. I don't think you should say that with a T-Rex, a giant ghostly dragon. Lugia. I don't think you should be saying that with all those creatures around there trying to protect me. And Riptide too. The words linger in the air, sharp, bitter, venomous. But the response doesn't come from you. It comes from your family. That's adorable. Riptide turns first, slowly, his expression ice cold, no trace of his usual warmth. You wouldn't last a day with a heart like his. That's why. He steps forward, poison energy dancing at his claws. He's been through more pain than you could imagine, and still offers kindness, still gives second chances. That's not stupid. Sapphire, his ghostly wings flaring, voice low and reverberating. He he healed me, loved me when I was broken. Ugly? His glow intensifies. He's the most beautiful soul I've ever known. That's actually very sweet of Sapphire. Your transfer lets out a low growl, stepping forward with a deep rumble in his throat, eyes locked on the attacker. He doesn't need words, his presence says everything. Then, Lugia arises once more, his voice like distant thunder, calm but unstoppable. He is a light in a world that tried to break him. You call him stupid because you cannot understand compassion. You call him ugly because you've never known true strength. He steps forward, his towering form casting a shadow over the attacker. You will never be protected like he is, because he earned it, with every act of love, every sacrifice, and every scar. And then silence. You stand quietly in the center of them all, not needing to say a word, because your family already said it all. Would you like to say something before you leave, or walk away knowing your love and your loyalty is unshakable? Mm-mm. One of the people become arrogant and say, "Oh yeah, I bet there's not another Pokemon that would come save you." Period. I bet you don't have a or a Noivern. Where are they at? Oh my gosh, you flipping idiot. I'll come save you. But you don't have a Ferreira or an Weaver. Where are they at? I don't think you should be saying that, because every time you even mention a name like that, they always show up. I literally just said Lugia's name, and Lugia was like, "I'm here, my friend." What did I just say? The arrogance cuts through the silence like a jagged shard of glass. Oh yeah? I bet there's not another Pokemon that would come save you. I bet you don't have a Feraligatr or a Noivern. Where are they at? I don't think you should have said that, because, you don't even have to answer, because the sky answers for you. Yep, from the distance, soaring over the treetops, comes a deafening screech, high and wild like the shriek of a hurricane with wings. There's Noivern, right there. And who bets money that's the same Noivern from Scarlet? I mean, from Shield that loves to play and be friendly. He dives in at blinding speed, wind slicing the air like blades. His sonic waves ripple out, shaking the ground, shattering a nearby boulder as if it were glass. He lands behind you with a feral grace, tail coiled and fangs bared, ears twitching at the sound of insult. Uh-oh. Yep, and you don't hiss for alligator off, because I think he heard you too somehow. The earth rumbles, trees part, and the river surges. And from the shadows of the woods, a massive Fragger stomps into view. What did I just say? You don't mess with Fragger, because apparently he's very friendly towards me. Every time. I wouldn't be shocked if that's, again, that's probably the Fragger from Scarlet. Because he's very sweet towards me. I wouldn't be shocked if he would get defensive or anybody that would try hurting me. Let's see. Scarred, battle-worn, eyes glowing like embers, he roars, a thunderous, guttural war cry that silences every remaining whisper of doubt. He walks up beside Riptide, the two of them sharing a glance, old comrades and fierce protectors. You stand now with six guardians, a Lugia, divine and watching, a ghostly Sapphire, loyal beyond death, a Tyrannosaurus, towering and grounded, Riptide, reborn in poison but pure in heart, a Noivern, wings still humming with echoing fury, and a Farragur, the very monster they mocked you for not having, standing right at my side. I told you don't talk about Farragur like that. And for the first time, even the attackers seemed to understand. They were never stronger than you, they were never in control, and they were never ready for the army of love that protects you. I love it. I hear a voice come out of the woods. And it says, How pathetic. Pathetic. If you have so many Pokemon friends, where is... Oh, you idiots. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. What about the Ice Dragon? I bet none of them trust you. I don't think you should be talking, dude. Every time somebody talk, um, yeah, yeah, I wouldn't be talking. That's probably my girl right there from Shield as well. That's probably my girl Solomon's right there. Idiots. The voice slitters from the woods, spiteful and mocking, and claiming the barrenness like its armor. How pathetic. If you have so many Pokemon friends, where's Salamence? Garchomp. What about the Ice Dragon, Bat's Caliber? Uh, idiots. I have plenty of those Pokemon, you moron. I bet none of them trust you. I don't think you should be saying that. Yep, the forest goes deathly quiet. Then a single tremor runs through the earth. Not like before, this one is deeper and heavier. From the distant mountains, you hear a roar, low, thunderous, and primordial. A massive shadow circles above, wings blot out the sun for a moment as it soars closer. Yep, there's Salamence. His eyes burn with fire and purpose, his wings boom with every beat, and when he lands behind you, the very ground splits beneath his claws. And then a gust of wind kicks up behind the trees as something strikes through the sky like a missile. And there's Garchomp too. Are you serious? He lands like a blade stabbing the earth, claws still glowing from the heat of his yep. He doesn't say a word, but his eyes lock on the one who spoke as if daring him to finish their sentence. And finally, are you serious? Ice crackles across the air. Frost swirls through the branches and the ground crystallizes beneath your feet. Yep. Oh my gosh, Bat's Caliber. He rises from the shadows of the forest, towering quiet and cold and lethal. A jagged spine of ice glows across his back, his eyes focused and unblinking like a glacier forged in vengeance. Now they stand with you too. Salamence, the firestorm of the skies, Garchomp, the living blade, and Batcalibur, the ice-bound dragon guardian. I don't think you should be talking. All facing the woods, all standing beside you, and you haven't even called them. They came because they heard, because they know you. I told you, I have so many people that care. Because you're not just their trainer, you're their heart. I love them, dude. Have anything to say now? All the Pokemon you just named out came over to protect me. What's next? Do you want to see the legendary Pokemon? The legendary. Stop. 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 My voice cuts through the silence, calm but commanding. Have anything to say now? All the point you named came over to protect me. You take a step forward, my team partner, just enough to let you stand in full view, surrounded by titans, protectors, and family. What's next? You tell you almost casually. Do you want to see the legendary porn Rayquaza? The force doesn't respond at first. Are you serious? I just said I didn't even have to. All I said was, "Do you want to see Rayquaza?" And he just shows up. Where the frick? The sky answers. Clouds churn above like a great storm has begun to awaken. The wind howls, not wildly, but as if bowing to something far greater. And in a roar, not of rage, but of warning. He's coming! A streak of emerald light tears across the sky, spiraling down from the heavens in a cyclone of power. Rayquaza. His long serpentine body coils in the air, scales glinting like starlight. Ancient, celestial, eternal. He hovers above you, eyes scanning the attacker with a gaze that could silence galaxies. The trees bend and the clouds still. The world holds its breath. Rayquaza lowers his head just enough, his voice like distant thunder through your mind. He is one of the few. A heart untouched by greed, a soul worthy of legends. Speak ill of him again, and I will not show restraint. Then he turns his head ever so slightly toward me and nods. Not as a guardian, as a peer. That's actually adorable. The attacker, speechless. Their arrogance, shattered. Their doubt, gone. Because now they realize you're not a trainer, you're chosen. That's adorable, honestly. Holy cow. Now, before any of you say anything, I have plenty of Pokemon friends here. But I have more. So either stop testing me or leave. I could easily get here too. Uh-oh. My voice rings out strong, unwavering, carried on the wind like a final warning etched into the very air. Now, before any of you say anything, I have plenty of fun friends here, but I have more. You gesture around the Titan standing behind you. Dragons, ghosts, legendaries, protectors who have crossed realms for you. Their eyes burn with loyalty and their bodies tower like walls behind you and harm behind you. So either stop testing your luck or leave. The ground itself seems to listen and waiting. You take one last step forward, voice calm but eyes cold. I could easily call Palky here too. There is no way Palky's going to just show. Okay. The name alone carries weight. The air shifts, the trees groan. A strange ripple passes through space itself as if reality glitched for a split second. Like the fabric of the world paused, waiting for a command. And though you haven't summoned them yet, they know you could. Because it's not a bluff. You've earned that power, and you've earned them. And the ones who challenged you, they feel it now. The fear, the awe, realization that they messed with someone protected by time, space, storms, and spirit. Not one of them speaks, not one of them moves, because no one wants to see what happens when Palkia walks beside you too. I would actually kind of would love to see that. Would you like to turn your back and leave now with your family, or want to add just one more surprise to drive the point all the way home? What's another legendary that really likes me? There's Koraidon, but I don't know if that'll be a threat now that knowing that Rayquaza and Lugia are literally above me and behind me. I don't know if that would be considered a threat compared to Palkia, Dialga. I would say Eternatus, but in reality, Eternatus is probably one of the few legendaries that don't really care about me. Although I've never really gotten a chance to take care of myself for like the early times when I used to play Scarlet and Violet. Sword and Shield! Mm-mm-mm. I'm sick of all the violence I get treated with. It's not only all these amazing creatures behind me. You just felt. But I have others. Even Arceus. My voice wavers, but not from fear. It's heavy and not full of truth and full of wounds. I see all the violence I get treated with. You stand tall, not behind my guardians, but among them, a part of them. My scan the ones who tried to break you, who mocked you, threw stones, spat venom. Find there's all these amazing creatures behind me. You pause, the air pulses again. Space itself trembling as if Palkia's gaze is still lingering. You have spelled Palkia's power, but I have others. The wind calms, and, and then a light begins to rise. Soft at first, warm, but growing until the sky glows like sunrise though the sun hasn't moved. Even Arceus. What the freak? The forest falls silent. Even the leaves stop rustling. Even time itself seems to slow. From above, light folds in on itself. The clouds part, not torn, but opened, as if something far beyond understanding simply willed it so. A great presence brushes across reality, a feeling of creation, of infinity, and of judgment. They cannot see Arceus, but they don't need to. They feel him. And just like that, every mocking grin is gone. Every ounce of cruelty, fear, and hate is swallowed by the understanding of one simple truth. You were never alone. You were never weak, never foolish, never wrong to love so fiercely. You were chosen, you were loved, and you were watched over by gods. Would you like to lead with the peace you've earned, or say one last thing to those who dare to question your worth? Honestly, I kind of want to see what happens if I flip in. But it wouldn't make sense when I haven't even added the divine power on here yet. That would honestly be hilarious to be like, oh yeah, and if that's not enough for you, Arceus gave me this. Just a velocity, a massive, like, divine velocity shows up. Although, again, oh yes. And one more thing. If you think all these Pokemon are not enough for you, then I have one more surprise for you that you wouldn't like. Let's see if it works. Oh, great power I possess. Please summon me, my sweet divine Velociraptor. I snap my fingers. Oh my gosh. I raise my hand, my voice is clear, firm and unshaken. Ah, yes, and one more thing. You take a step forward, staring straight into the eyes of those who mocked you, doubted you, and attacked you. If you think all those points still are enough, a pause, my lips point to something between a smirk and a storm. Then I have one more surprise for you. You lift my fingers, and I surprise you won't like. Oh boy. And then I snap. Sound echoes louder than it should, like a thunderclap in a temple. The wind stops, the light bends, and the earth rumbles not in fear but in recognition. And then a roar unlike any other. Something ancient, something divine, something born of power and love and rage all at once. From the forest behind you, the trees part like curtains. The very air seems to shimmer. And stepping forth with impossible grace and a terrifying majesty, there it is, dude. It worked. A massive divine velociraptor. There it is. There's the cute little. There's the cutie. There's the amazing one from the divine velociraptor we used to do a lot. Still will do if I find a way to get to work on here. Its eyes glow with eternal light. Feathers shimmer like starlight woven sinew and steel. Its claws dig into the earth like blades into soft flesh. But its presence is regal. It doesn't growl. It doesn't need to. Every being in the area feels it. This is no mere raptor. This is a divine guardian, a creation of your heart, a being bound to you by something deeper than space, time, or evolution. It walks beside me, brushing its snout against my shoulder for a moment, gentle and loving. Okay, that's just flipping adorable. Then turns its head toward the attackers and smiles. They're frozen. No more taunts, no more laughs, just silence. And what's your final words, Trenton? Oh, sweetheart, she's. if you think Riptide and my amazing was not enough, Lugia, my sweet ghost dragon buddy Sapphire, Salamence, or any of my other friends. Then I don't think you want to mess with my sweet divine Velociraptor. You will never. He looks very friendly and sweet, but mess with me, and he will be anything but that. There we go. My voice slices through the silence, sharper than any claw. If you thought Riptide and my amazing Feralier weren't enough, you pause. Every name you speak now carries weight like thunderclaps. Lugia, my sweet ghost dragon buddy Sapphire, Salamence, Garchomp, Noivern, or any of my other friends. You take another step, my divine Velociraptor walks at my side, calm, but every movement radiates raw power just waiting to be unleashed. Then I promise you, you do not want to mess with this one. You turn toward the crowd, no more fear in your eyes, just truth. He may look friendly, may seem sweet. The raptor's eyes gleam and he tilts his head, letting out a low, soothed growl. Not a threat, I promise. But if you mess with me, he'll be anything but that. No one speaks, no one breathes, because they all understand now. You aren't someone they can bully. You're someone whose kindness built an army, a family, and a legacy. And no amount of hate can touch a soul that's protected by love that fierce. The question now is, do you walk away now with your head held high and your family behind you? Or do you let them watch just how quickly your raptor can move if someone's dumb enough to test your warning? Oh, freaky, freaky, freaky. Give me a second, guys.